The American government starts out like this. First off, you've got people that are coming over from England to explore New World. They get here, they start creating settlements, and then they discover native inhabitants, and eventually, there's a bit of a war with these inhabitants. And after this war, colonies are established, and after a while, these colonies aren't liking what's going on with them being taxed by England still, without any representation whatsoever. So, what they do is that they have a revolution. And in this revolution, you've got a militia of ragtag farmers, unexperienced soldiers against the world's greatest superpower. Long story short, after several years of fighting, the ragtag militia, they finally win, and they win their freedom. And after this freedom, a government is created, and within this government, they decide not to have a monarchy like their predecessors, or like England does, so they decide to have a democracy. And they also decide to have a constitution within this democracy. And in this constitution, we have the preamble, and the Bill of Rights, and the amendments, which give people the freedom. And there's also, in this government, there is a bicameral legislation, which is Congress, and in Congress you have the House of Representatives and the Senate. And there's also the judicial branch and the executive branch. The judicial branch is all the courts, and the executive branch is the president and his cabinet. And it has remained the same ever since the beginning. It has worked in some ways. Some ways people want to change it. There have been many additional amendments added, but for the most part, the system works very well, and it seems like if it continues to go the way it's going, that it may not last much longer. That's the history of the United States government.